June 20th, 2013, crypto markets have tried to battle back. What's going on? Have we hit that bullish point? What does it look like on the charts? Good thing you asked. Let's get it. 786 assassins. Welcome back. Good to see you, everybody. Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, Regular Keith. Just nobody in particular. I'm glad to see you. Going to talk about some charts today. I want to run over Bitcoin, Ethereum, and breeze through some alts because they don't look quite as good as I'd like them to look. We'll catch the dollar index, and we'll see what else we got. But first, check out our Discord right here. Here's the link. Link is also in the description. It's a whopping $8. I know, right? Incredible that you could possibly spend that much money to learn more than you already know. Not only do we do crypto, but we do live FOREX trading. We do stocks and commodity options, do a little bit of everything, leverage trading, just spot, whatever you'd like. Hey man, stop wasting time and get with the heroes instead of the zeros. By the way, that price won't last much longer. It'll go up just a little bit soon. Don't say I didn't warn you. Get your chance while you can. Into the charts we go. Bitcoin. One day, I'm in linear mode this time, as you see here in the corner, rather than being in log mode, because I want to show you the setup here that I can't deny. All right. If I pull this back and put it all up on the chart at one time here, let me remove any indicators that I might have. You'll see that we appeared to have maybe kissed that trend line and bounced off of it perfectly. I'm still a little pressed on this. I'm not exactly sure. The reason I say that is because you could make an argument that it hasn't bounced that line if you put it in the logarithmic mode here, okay? And if I put it in log mode and I roll it back up here, it looks like it actually fell under the line and then got back over. So I'm pressed. I'm not exactly positive. And because of that, I'm a little bit more risk off. As you see, have already purchased $3,000 worth. Why did I do that? Well, I'll show you real quick. We got an 821 EMA signal here. 2 candles over the 8 EMA is what I'm looking for to buy. 1, 2, and I bought. After that, you'd like to see an 821 cross. We haven't quite got that yet, but it's darn close. There are a couple roadblocks to progress. What are those roadblocks? As you see, we have a downtrend line right here, and the 50 moving average has pinned that price and stopped it from really moving like we wanted to do. As you see here, this 50 moving average is a rather simple bear bull filter. Over the 50, good. Under the 50, bad. As you see, we're pressed right up against it right now. I'd like to see that improve a little bit. Where do I think this is going? Well, if this doesn't break and hold that 50 moving average, she's probably going to matriculate over to the other side of this wedge into next week, which, as you see, the date right there is like June 27th. That's next week, beginning of the new week on Tuesday. If it breaks this 50 and holds it, well, that opens up a whole another round of possibilities now, doesn't it? Let's say that happens and play that scenario. Even though I'm not exactly sold on that scenario, I still want to put it up there as a possibility. Yeah. All right, so if we do that, that runs our fibs, as you see here, out to about August. Okay, pretty cool. That'd run us through the month of July, and we'd have a bullish month of July. All right, the next place they'll likely be stopping at would be 27,829, or roughly 27,009. If I put some pivot points here on the screen, you got 27,665. So in between that 27,6 to 27,9 level would be a likely point where the price would probably check up and think about it a bit. It just so happens that if, oh, by the way, before I do that, if we can get over this 50 fib in that pivot, well, that opens up 28,000 to 30,000, but it's one step at a time, okay? I'm going to erase these pivots and show you just a little bit more data here. If I put up the 100 and the 200 moving average, as you see, that 200 moving average is sitting right, I'm sorry, the 100-day moving average, the blue line, is sitting right at about 27,006. So we have 3 different points of interest at 27,006, 27,008 area. We have the 50 fib, which is kind of our continuation fib. We'd like to see it above that. It's not quite there yet. We have a pivot point sitting right there at 27,665. And we have the 100 moving average right there at 27.6 as well. If we break and hold that 50, that's probably where we're going to check up and take a break. Over to Ethereum, similar look, but not quite the same. As you see, we only have one close over the 8 EMA, and I already bought. Took a little bit of a chance here based on what Bitcoin was doing, and as you see, Ethereum hasn't quite kept up to speed with it. While it does have a good sign here, bouncing off this 200 moving average, as you see right here, that's very good. We like to see that. That's great. But that's about all it's done, is kind of hit that 8 EMA after it bounced over the 200 EMA and kind of stopped. All right. I'd like to see it get going here, back over the 8, over the 21, back to the 50 where you see Bitcoin currently. And I'd really like to see it get all the way up here to the 100, but I can't guarantee that will happen. This might be the last move you get for the summer. This might have been the last bearish move going into the entire year. We don't know the forecast for the world. It's really unnecessary to try to do that. There's been a lot of bullish jabber. I don't do all that. I just stick to the charts. And here's what I see, right? So still a lower high. We have to break a new higher high here to really move the needle for me. But that's a lot of stuff in the way of progress, as you see. That's also the downtrend line in green right there. Now that it's broken that uptrend, it's now a downtrend. It's a downtrend line. You don't want to see that. And even if I flip this into linear mode, it's no different. It's both the same way. So be careful with Ethereum. Now I'm quickly going to jump through some of these altcoins. This is a basic bearish structure. What do I mean by a basic bearish structure? You have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high, you have a lower low. You so far have a lower high. This is all still pointing down until I create a higher high and a higher low, which it has not done yet. That would look something like this. You have a low and a high and a higher low and a higher high and a higher low and a high. That hasn't happened, as you see. That's Binance coin, BNB. How about AVAX? Dead same. How about Matic? Dead same. ADA Cardano, dead same. How about Algorand? Dead same. CRV, dead same. XLM, dead same. XRP, a little better. Now, we have a low and a high and a higher low and a, lower high. We have a higher low, but we have half now. We have half of an uptrend and half of a downtrend. So we have a whole of nothing, and it's all pointing to right over here somewhere. So let's watch carefully for XRP. For all those XRP people out there who think I'm an XRP hater, well, you're just flat wrong. I want you to make money, all right? Not a hater. I'm just trying to help you temper your expectations a little bit. I know everyone says they're long-term investors, but I hate to break it to you folks. Crypto is not a long-term investment. Wish it was, but it's not. Crypto moves dozens of % every week. That is nothing that you want to be in long term. Call me crazy, but that's just my risk reward level. Over to the dollar index. As you see, we have a higher low. Great. But we had a lower high before that. Not great. So again, this thing's just kind of sitting here boiling, thinking about what it wants to do, and hasn't done anything just yet. All right. Depends on where you want to pull that from, but whatever. Close enough for government work. A lower high. Fair enough. So again, this is all pointing to right over here and boiling. Do we have anything in the way of progress? Well, just so happens that we do. The 50 moving average is in the way. The 100 moving average is in the way. The 8 EMA, the 21 EMA, all in the way of progress. If this price jumps over them, they will likely consolidate a little bit. And we have the big dog, the 200 moving average, slowly creeping down here, little by little. So dollar index is kind of neutral at the moment. Lower high forming. Yeah, if it stops here, that's a lower high, and we'll create a lower low and break this trend. That would be good for risk assets like crypto, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, equities, etc., etc., etc. The last bit of data here, total market cap. All right. We've been watching this really closely, and I was super worried about this after I watched it drop under the trend line here. Let me take these moving averages off. There you go. After it dropped under this trend line here, it's just back testing it right now. I do not like this look, everybody. This could be very perilous if it doesn't break over this line and wants to reverse back down. All right, that's a bearish retest so far. If this does not get back over this trend line in a reasonably short period of time and start making higher highs, this is going to get ugly. All right, I want to see it improve. I do. So I've got my assets have a stoplight set on a stop loss set on my assets. so that they don't bounce below where I want them to. A minimum risk, minimum reward, maximum risk, maximum reward, but we don't do that, all right? We want to set stop losses, so we take a small loss if we need to, rather than take a big, humongous cut, all right? Be careful here. I'm warning you of this because I don't want you to get all caught up in the moment with things going up a little bit to think that everything is going to go flying through the roof. It's just not the case. All right, I want to thank everyone for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you coming on here. Quick little thing. We're going to start an entire series on Forex when I get back from Hawaii. I will be gone to Hawaii on Thursday evening, so there will be no live stream this week, all right? Sorry. Wish it was different, but hey, I got to get the family out of the house sometimes. The whole family's going to Hawaii, using my gains to do so. I hope you can understand that using your gains is important, all right? We don't always just reinvest every dollar. We use that money to do better, bigger things, all right? Never going to get a chance to go to Hawaii probably again. I'm definitely going to take this chance. So as I said, when we get back, we're going to start a Forex series. I'm going to try to help everyone who wants to pass a prop firm challenge, get funded with a legit prop firm, not a BS one. Get funded, get to trading, and see what you can do. Till then, you guys be good. I'll leave you with this. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Last little bit right here's our Discord link. Check it out. Description in the video below. I appreciate it. Sky's the limit. Y'all be good. Peace.